So we are going to be looking at a scenario where civilization starts over. We are on episode 38, and in the last episode, we saw mass colonialism inside of North America. We also went ahead and saw two new countries, being Indonesia and the red team over here, join up with the Polish alliance up in Europe. We also saw cracks start to falling apart inside of the Central Asian Union, but they're going to walk it off because they're going to kind of fakely make a economic alliance, telling everyone that their economy is probably the best in the world when it isn't. If you guys enjoy these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into episode 38. The first thing we have happening is actually a war that the colonizers are going to lead to colonize a new part of the world. Over in India, we see Dutch team forces make a landing, capturing the capital of this seafoam, like this lime country right here. But we also see blue team troops make a landing. These two are working out an operation to colonize India. The brown team is going to quickly blitz up to this country, this Central Indian country right here. This Central Asian country, because, these guys are in an alliance. These guys are going to come to the help of this country, but this alliance is actually very weak compared to the Star Alliance. Both of the blue Iberian team and the Dutch team are going to have their way with India, and soon enough, another part of the world is soon going to be colonized. The Dutch are now ordering a massive operation to eliminate the rest of this country over here, in which they succeed. India is starting to get very worried about them getting invaded by the colonizers. Don't worry about that right now, though, because this whole block right above you is getting absolutely destroyed by the colonizers. And now the brown team is making they just reached over to this old Bangladesh area over here that used to be owned by Bangladesh. And just massive deaths are being made over inside of India. And, the actual Indian country is getting very worried that something bad is going to happen. After the war is over, here are what the front lines look like. It's pretty much getting split even. Here are what the colonies look like now. The whole world is looking at the Star Alliance, and they're getting really angry. First, you took all of Africa. Then you went over to America, and now you're starting to colonize this. Now you're going to go ahead and go over here to India, and now the Indian country only borders this one country, being the Dutch. Also during all this, oh my god, Sri Lanka, this whole area is going to break away, and India finally realizes this. But they don't really care at this point because they're kind of focused on this stuff up here. And Sri Lanka is now just not only city-states anymore, it is now more than that. But over in South America, we do see the red team expanding out around this shore over here of French Guiana. I think this is also some areas in Brazil. But they also expand out over here. And now the red team is starting to show that they're going to be coming back for Italy. Not only are they going to be coming back for Italy, they're going to keep this land, and they're going to take back Italy. In South America as well, mass explorations are taking place down over in Chile now, as they're working their way down into this coast more, and starting to nail down on the Amazon, although it is still hard to get in there. They are starting to, but it's just very slowly, as a lot of South America is starting to get discovered. But now let's go up to North America, as it is its turn to get colonized. We actually see, almost a full exploration of the not the United States, what am I saying? I say almost because they actually pretty much discover all of Canada besides these islands up here, which Norway does explore a little bit more of them, but it's not much. And they're going to stop right here and head back for supplies. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at the divvy-ups because these could get interesting. Wales is going to go ahead and take these lands. And now, if you can't tell, they're kind of encircling in on this little port over here. But anyways, let's look at the Dutch because this is going to start some controversy. What a Dutchy thing to do. The Dutch are being very selfish right now, as they have just cut off Indonesia. Indonesia is going to hop on this, and they're actually going to take all these lands out over here. They are shocked that the brown team did this, and this is going to lead to something happening. We're seeing Indonesia sending out, like, battleships out over here, not only protecting South America, they're also setting up some defensive lines inside of the Atlantic Sea. This is a bad thing to happen. World War is on the brink of starting. Both sides are making it worse, and actually, both sides are going to get some more allies. The Stars are actually going to get the Central Asian Union on their team, and the reason for this is because, well, they colonized too, and they want to be a part of this whole alliance. These guys are also going to get Anatolia, who feel like Greece is actually trying to take them back over, which they aren't. The Stars, well, they also get the Central Siberian country. And this kind of shocks the world. They thought this country was supposed to be very neutral. But it turns out it is not, and this is going to lead. This single event alone is going to kind of shake the world as we know it. But before we get to that, we need to see the country that joined the 6-star alliance. This being India, this being China, and this being Sweden. So, you can debate on which side is stronger now, but a new alliance is popping up. This alliance was going to be a really small alliance until this country decided to join up with the Stars. Norway has just made the Circles Alliance. This alliance is made for people who want to retake lost land that they have lost out on. A couple countries we see joining in on this are Vietnam is going to join this to retake the lands they had before the Second Great Asian War. Iraq joins in on this alliance. Romania joins in on this alliance. And for these next two, I need to explain the background a little bit. So, the reason Russia joins in on this alliance, Russia feels like they were kind of rotted away and really not given good respect after they lost the First World War. This leaves them very pity. They weren't going to join any alliance. They were actually going to remain neutral. But when the Stars when this Siberian country joined the Stars, and when Norway created this alliance to make empires great again, Russia, the new Russian leader, because Russia just got a new leader, this new Russian leader knew that they can make their empire again. And that is going to kind of be the same similarity with this next one. The Lime team breaks their neutrality by joining in on this alliance. Why would a neutral country join in on this alliance? A new leader, just like the Russians, just got put in power, and this leader is sought out on remaking the empire they once had inside of this area. They want to see the Dutch crumble from the inside out. They want Red Italy to come back to the Italian peninsula. They want everything to go back to normal, but like the Dutch just... Here, I'll show you. So this is the Dutch, right? Yeah, they're just kind of... And everything just kind of around it, kind of just like that. Yep, that is perfect to them. Connecting up the Baltic Sea, erasing Denmark, giving all this to Norway, and yeah, this is perfect. The brown team is actually very hurt by this. And the seeds are getting set for World War II. But will it happen in this episode? No, it won't. And I also got to make this one short because I need to also work on the new project I'm making. I'm hoping this new project is going to do well because I'm having a lot of fun making it. Over in Korea, we see familiar areas start popping up and rising up. These areas are set out to reform the dictatorship of East Korea. These areas are going to start going away, And these areas are actually way stronger than West Korea could be. So West Korea is going to have to give them independence. They take a lot more land than West Korea thought they would. And the Korean Peninsula is starting to see clashing yet again. Their capital is going to be right there. Sorry, right here. And that is going to do it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe. Sorry these last few episodes are going to be short. I'm hoping this project I'm working on is going to turn out very good. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye. And today's daily shoutout is going to be going to Turkish Ball Z1U. Thank you guys for watching this content. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.